Good morning, students. Let us discuss the next part of the lesson, folk religion. So already we have started this class yesterday. Folk means traditional. So people belongs to different parts of the country or rural areas perform pujas to local deities. So already we have taken some examples yesterday. In addition to main god and goddess, they perform pujas to local deities like Pochamma, Maisamma, Gangamma, Yellamma, like that. So let us discuss remaining god and goddesses who perform puja by local people. Okay, Poturaju. Already you know Poturaju. So at the time of Bonalu, so we can find these Poturazus in the possession. The farmers of Telangana believe that Poturaju looks after their agricultural lands and crops and protects the crops from dreadful diseases, thieves and animals. So they perform puja to Poturaju. So the people believe that Poturaju protect their crops from dreadful diseases and thieves as well as animals. Sometimes animal graze the crops, so destroy the crops. So Poturaju will protect them. The farmers keep a small stone painted in white in a corner of their fields. So everyone keep a stone in the corner of their fields. So the worship of Poturaju is very simple. Prayers are offered to the deity when the crop is harvested. At the end of the crop time, so at the time of crop is harvested, so at the time they performed puja to Poturaju. He has sisters who are called by various names like Peddamma. Next, Birappa and Katamaraju. So they are worshipped by cowherd and sheepherd communities. So especially Yadavs. So they are considered protectors of cattle and sheep. So why they perform puja to Birappa and Katamaraju? So they believe that these gods protect their cattle and sheep. So usually we heard some stories about Birappa and Katamaraju. So here Birappa, a poor shepherd, worked and fought to marry Kamarati, and how his sisters helped him. That is the story of Birappa. And Katamaraju, who fought against the kings of Nelluru for the grazing rights of the animals. So those are local heroes at that areas. So those were worshipped by local people. So it is a general practice to offer animal sacrifice in most of the folk festivals. So how we celebrate even at the time of Sammakka, Saraka and some in Jataras. So people sacrifice the animals. Okay. So thus this results in the killing of thousands of such animals. So to prevent this, the sacrifice of any animal or bird in any religious worship is banned in Telangana. So government banned this practice, but people sacrifice animals and birds in another days, okay, and far away from the temples, and they cook and eat. Okay, so community worship of folk deities. So many of the folk gods and goddesses were actually local heroes who either died fighting in defense of their people or were themselves wronged by the powerful people of their times. So actually all these local deities are gods or goddesses. Okay, those are the local heroes. So who fought to protect their people. Okay, who are punished by the powerful people. Okay, so common people believed that such persons attained or have special powers to help the people or cause problems if not worshipped. So two such folk heroines who laid down their lives in defense of the tribal people were Sammakka and Saralamma, in whose honor a Jatara is conducted. That is called Medaram Jatara or Sammakka Jatara. So all Telangana people know about this. So most of the people visited these places. So some people usually go every time to attend these Jataras. They believe more. Okay. So this is one of the famous Jatara in our country. After big Jataras. Okay. So this is the second place. Okay. Next Kumbh Mela. After Kumbh Mela, so this Jatara is the second one. So many, more than 1 crore people will attend. So now our Telangana government declared it is a state Jatara, state festival. So government only conduct this Jatara. Okay. Next they will provide so many facilities to the pilgrims, and they spent crores of money to provide all the facilities there. Okay. Sammakka and Sarakka Medaram Jatara. It is celebration by the tribal people of Tadvai Mandal in Jayashankar districts at Medaram village. So actually it belongs to tribal people, but now all religion and all community people attend to this Jatara. Okay. At Medaram village, people from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand assembled to celebrate the Jatara. Nearly 1 crore people attended. So many tribal people belong to different states, especially Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand come and attend to this Jatara. Okay. Next, so we'll discuss the story of the Jatara. So Medaraju was a contemporary of the Kakatiya king. Contemporary means same time. Kakatiya king Rudradeva. When Rudradeva is ruling Kakatiya kingdom, at the time Medaraju was the ruler of Palvasa kingdom, located at present in Jagatyala district. So he married his daughter Sammakka to Pagididda Raju, who ruled Medaram. So here Pagididda Raju ruling Medaram area, and Medaraju was the ruler of Palvasa kingdom. So this Medaraju, okay, married his daughter Sammakka to Pagididda Raju. So Pagididda Raju is the son-in-law of Medaraju. Okay, the couple had 3 children. So Saralamma, Nagulamma and Jampanna. As a part of extension of his kingdom, so Rudradeva declared war on Medaram. So actually at that time, so these people faced so many famines. So the even tribal people were not under any king. Those were the independent kings actually. So at the time they faced so many famines. So these people not paid some taxes to the Rudradeva Maharaju. So, and even the Kakatiya king wanted to extend his kingdom. So he announced war against these tribal people. So Pagiditha Rajus and entire family lead the men and women of the tribe in the fierce battle. So all of them got killed in the battle. So all the Pagiditha Raju and Sammakka, Saralamma, Nagulamma and Jampanna and other tribal warriors were killed in that battle. All of them got killed. Jampanna also fought bravely till his last breath and died in Sampengavagu to prevent the Kakatiya army from crossing the stream. So the son of Pagiditha Raju or Sammakka. Okay, so Jampanna also fought bravely to stop the Kakatiya soldiers, to prevent the Kakatiya army from crossing the stream. Hence, it is called Jampannavagu. Sammakka and Sarakka fought against the army and sacrificed their lives for the sake of their tribe, their tribal people. The tribal people of the entire region honored them for their courage and sacrifice, and to this day the people celebrate the Medaram Jatara in their honor. So to honor them, the tribal people are celebrating this Jatara for every 2 years or 4 years. Okay, next. The Medaram Jatara organized once in 2 years. It is 3-day fair. Sammakka and Sarakka are the formless goddesses. They don't have any idol. So who are visited already, they know that. So they don't have any idol. These are formless goddesses. Cascades means Bharani, Kunkuma Bharani. Representing them are brought from the forest in an elaborate procession, brightly decorated and placed on the platform under a tree. So at the time, devotees feel the spirits or the goddesses possesses them. The people offer Bangaram, means jaggery, to the goddesses. So these goddesses carry from forest, okay, with elaborate processions, okay, like that they celebrate Sammakka and Sarakka Jatara in our Telangana state. So it is one of the big Jatara after Kumbh Mela. Okay, next. Another one is Moharam or Pirilu and Urs. So the Muslim also pay their respects to the heroes who fought against evil. So like Hindus, the Muslims also celebrate this type of jatras or festivals to honor their heroes who fought against the evils. One such festival is Muharram, which commemorates the Battle of Karbala in Iraq, in which the grandson of Prophet Muhammad was killed. So you know that Prophet Muhammad spread the Islam in the world. Okay, so in the battle, so who were killed? The grandson of Muhammad Prophet was killed. Processions, piri with decorated tajiyas are taken out, in which people of all communities participate in this procession. So when they celebrate Muharram, so all the community people, even Hindus, also participate in this festival. So a piri is prepared with bamboo strip in a dome shape. It is covered with glittering cloths. A bamboo pole is fixed in the dome to handle the piri, and at the top metallic crescent or palm shape is attached to it. Finally, it is garlanded with flowers and coconuts. So that is called piri. That will be carry in the procession in the streets. Okay. Similarly, Urs are anniversaries of Muslim saints who lie buried in various parts of the state are celebrated. So people visit the dargahs in large number, offer flowers and chadars. So chadar means sheets on the grave, and listen to the singing of qawwalis. They believe that they will receive the barakat or blessings of the peer or saint. People who seek some specific blessings like children or job, etc., come to the dargahs and pray there. So dargah is generally built on the tombs of Sufi saints who propagated Sufism. So the tomb or dargah of a Sufi saint becomes a place of pilgrimage to which thousands of people of all faiths throng. Often people attribute Sufi masters with miraculous powers so that could relieve others of their illness and troubles. So people go and visit different dargahs placed in different places in our state. So to come out their problems, they visit and get the blessings of that saints and Sufis. Okay, so like that, people perform pujas to local heroes and local deities. Clear? So next part of the lesson we'll discuss tomorrow. Write your own notes and send to me. Thank you.